Hey guys, it's Sabrina. So today I'm going to be talking to you guys about how my first real week of medical school went. So this was my first official week of actual material that we need to know for medical school and for the Step 1 exam. And the last 6 weeks were an EMT course, so I was just doing daily vlogs about what was happening in that. I don't know how these weekly vlogs are going to go from now on because I can already tell I have a lot to do. It is really stressful, and like I didn't even know if I was gonna film a video or not for this week, so I am just squishing it in real quick before I start reading more and reviewing more the material that I've been doing. So we'll see if I can keep up with it. I don't even know about next weekend because next weekend is the weekend before our first exam, so I'll see if I'm gonna film or not. But yeah, I don't know. So day one was Tuesday after a really fun week away, just spending time at the lake and seeing people from where I used to go to college and stuff. I had a really good time. It was really fun. And I came back on Monday and then had to do my pre-readings for Tuesday and then started school on Tuesday. So Tuesday they just went over the lectures in the morning. So we had a lecturer and she spent 4 hours on like 4 different topics, and it was insane because I'd spent the night before like pre-reading and there was a lot of information, and she took all that information and put it on like PowerPoints, and there was only 30 slides per PowerPoint, and I was like, holy crap, that's like not a lot of information. What about the rest of it? So that stressed me out more because I quickly realized that I don't think I can use the PowerPoints to study off of, which is something that my friends from the other medical school were telling me, that they study mostly just the PowerPoints. So I quickly realized that I'll probably be using the PowerPoints as like guides for what I should be focusing on, but not exactly like what I'll be studying off of completely. So I'm kind of going to be studying off the notes I'm taking from pre-reading, and I take a lot of really good detailed notes, so I thought that would be way more helpful to make sure I get the concepts down, and then probably use the PowerPoints as again a study guide, or to make sure if I haven't hit everything in my notes to put that in my notes. So that's what I have planned. Yeah, so that was what the first week, and after that everyone was kind of like in shock. Like we all like had a lunch break and we all just sat there and like, wow, this is what real medical school is like. Like you go to class, you don't really learn much, and it's mostly just like self-based learning. But then afterwards we had a 3-hour problem-based learning session. So from now on we're going to be in groups of 8 to 10, and we're going to meet up twice a week to do like different cases. So the first day of the week we go through a case, and these cases are, you have a patient, they have a specific disease, they're going to give you hints and clues, and you have to like kind of go through the clues and figure out what she has, try to go down all the way to like the biochemical processes once you find out like what she has, and make sure you know those. So it's supposed to help us with what we're learning in lecture, but it's just more like patient based. We have an actual patient, and then we're learning like how to diagnose them. A lot of fun the first day. It was super fun, like trying to figure it out. We had to like write down things, map stuff, and I think it went really well. I'm excited for it. It's like a chill class. It's not really stressful. We don't have to do much for it. It's just supposed to teach us more on how to use the material and how to be like better, I guess, inquisitive doctors. And then on Wednesday we are going to be doing like community stuff in a doctoring class. So we have a doctoring class where they're going to teach us the manners, the professionalism, compassion, how to be a doctor, like how to treat a patient, how to do patient physicals, how to interact with them. And it's a super cool course. I think it's once a week in the mornings, and I have a group also in this one, and we are the patient protectors. We like came up with the name, we came up with the theme, and we have a little shield thing for our flag, and that's who we are. So I like my group, they're super cool, and we'll be meeting up and learning different skills every week. And then also on Wednesday we have community service. So I decided that I do want to go with the community service project that focuses on the Hispanic population, the mobile clinic, and also on just going out to schools and letting them know more about medicine and educating them. So that's what I'm going to be doing for the next 4 years. So we're supposed to start that this week. We're supposed to meet up with our mentors. Last week we kind of just got introduced, and we were picking our like last minute what we want to do. So that's what I was really interested in doing. So I'll let you guys know once I start that how it is. And we're supposed to do 2 hours every other week. So on top of everything else, I'm like, holy crap, how am I gonna fit that in? But they do have like dedicated time slots in our schedule for community service, so I think I'll be able to fit it in. I'll just have to be like, no, Sabrina, you cannot study or read during these times. You have to go do your community service. So yeah, that'll be fun. I'm really excited for that. And then on Thursday we didn't have class at all until 1 in the afternoon, and that's when we did the problem-based learning part 2. Part 2 was more about like the situation and more, I guess, not about the medical base, more about just like things in society and things in doctoring that we might not know about. So it was just like a continuation of the case, and we discussed it more. We came back with some questions we had to answer and did presentations and learned more about, specifically we were looking at galactosemia. So that was cool. We did that for another 3 hours, and then it's done with that. And then on Friday we just had more PowerPoints, and we had that for 4 hours, so they went over more stuff that we had to pre-read for, and it's been going okay. I am really stressed. There's a lot to read, and it's not just pre-reading. Like, I have to be learning at the same time as I'm reading and after I'm reading. So fitting in the reading, fitting in the learning is really hard right now to balance, because we have a lot of reading for like different specific days. So I did my reading for Monday this whole weekend. And now I'm trying to learn for Monday before we go to Monday, but then after Monday I need to learn for Monday after I get the PowerPoints. And then, but also Monday night I need to read for Tuesday, and then I don't know how I'm gonna like fit everything in, make sure I'm learning, make sure I'm reading, and not like slacking on any part of that. So that's kind of what's been really stressful for me. And they're all like, it's biochemistry, so a lot of the concepts are things that I'm really good at. I did them for 4 years, but there's also things I didn't learn. Like, I didn't go into the depths of the extracellular matrix. I didn't learn about how to make collagen, and I didn't learn stuff about like macromolecules and complex carbohydrates, and I'm over here like, what is going on? Like, I'm freaking out because there's so much information and so many ways that things are synthesized, and I don't know what's going on. So I've been trying to like take it slow, take it a day at a time, just trying to keep up on reading and making sure that I am understanding the concepts. I don't want to brush by something because I'm in a rush and not understand it. So that's been really stressful for me, is just like how fast-paced everything is and how much information is thrown at you. And like, I mean, I realized that this was gonna happen. Like, I know people in med school, they told me, but keep calm. So what I've been doing is I've been working out every day. Working out really helps me to de-stress, even if I don't want to, even if I'm super tired. Like, I'll go work out, because eventually, like in the middle of the workout, I notice myself getting happier, getting less stressed, getting more into it, because I'm forgetting what has been on my mind like the entire day. So that's what I've been doing. I'm also trying to take mental breaks, just like take breaks, walk around, talk to my mom or dad, go upstairs, go downstairs. I'm trying to don't just sit there and study nonstop, because that doesn't work. And this does remind me of studying for the MCAT, kind of like that's how long the days are, like 8 to 10 hour days. And I have been trying to relax at night and to just like stop studying so I can make sure that I don't have anything on my mind before I go to bed. So that's been helping me. I haven't had sleeping problems yet, but I'm sure the night before my big exam I will. So we have exams scheduled every 2 weeks, which is really nice because it's not as much information like crammed into us before an exam. Most schools do exams after like every block. So after 6 weeks they have an exam, and they all freak out because they have 6 weeks of information on their exam and they don't know if they're going to remember it all. So it's kind of nice that we have every 2 weeks. It's less stressful knowing that we don't have to know as much material. But I already feel like there's so much material, it's crazy. And our exams are going to be based off the USMLE, so our professors are not making the exams on their own. They're actually using questions from USMLE to make them. So that's going to be really helpful. At least they're targeting us to what we need to know specifically to pass the Step 1 test. So that is how my first week of med school went. It's been a crazy whirlwind, and yeah, I don't know how I feel right now. I do feel a lot of emotions. I am really happy to be here, and I know it's going to be a tough next 2 years, but it's going to be well worth it. So I'll keep you guys updated on my journey. Let me know how you guys are doing, and if you started college, because I know school started, high school, or if you're in the midst of applying for graduate school, how's that going? Thanks so much for watching, guys. See you in my upcoming videos.